It's not going to be the masterpiece I was expecting it to be. I guess I'm just going to have to deal with being a mere mortal. Oh well. Been inspired by a couple of my previous works, and I don't know if it's going to work. This one is here. I was playing around with this, and it's a bit busy. Of course, this one's been on my brain a lot lately. This is an early thing. What I want to do is create more depth. And I feel like I can do that by, that's not what I want. I don't like that at all. Nope. Error. Ooh. No. And I like how it's just like I want it to be more like that guy. That guy's pretty cool. How it's like, or even like this. There we go. That's what I'm thinking of. I didn't like this because it was just a half dome. I'm liking this one because it's exposing more of the circumference of the circle. Maybe that's the way to say it. Still figuring out my creative voice and how to talk about this stuff. It's one thing to think about it and just do it. It's another thing to try to actually put words. I do much better at coding, talking to computers and coding. I understand that language. I speak that better than I do my native English. I'm trying to get this gap here, not have a gap. I don't want to do that because then I would have something there, and I want to be here, but I want to break that other circle. Do I go bigger then? That's pretty big. That feels a little too dominating. Let's go with this. It's all an experiment. Who knows if any of this is going to work. Now the hardest part, maybe, is figuring out the depths here, because the depth of these objects. So I'm thinking that's in the very back. These 3, 4, 3, because I want this line here, I think, to go all the way across. That feels interesting, maybe. Yeah, again, we'll see what it looks like. Okay, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do, oof. See, now I don't know what to do here. What's the rule? Feels like there should be a rule. I guess I could put a shape on top, but then that pushes that little guy in the back out. Well, guy didn't do anything to upset me. Nothing at all. You're doing a great job. But I drew it incorrectly. Now that would be, so then that begs the question of, is it going to be like this? Yes. Okay, I like that. So, little guy, you were doing fine, but I'm just going to ask you just to come down just a little bit, if you would, please. Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's the little guy, and I'll try to ignore this as I'm inking. Ugh. Here, let me try. Okay, supplies. Too many supplies. Oh, it's not even here. It's over there. Here. Ditching all that. You're gonna grab this guy. I got this a little bit ago, and it's got a little tiny eraser. So I'm gonna go here. Right, this one is in back. Right, that's way in the back. Oh, I did it there. What's the rule? Because I don't want to have them floating. I want to have, see here, when I was drawing it like this, I was like, oh, these are just these are cool shapes. I love it. It looks great. Oh, so awesome. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. But when I did this, I was like, oh boy, that's a mountains and a moon or a sun or a planet or something. It just gave it a story element that this, to me, doesn't have. I think it looks cool, but I think that looks cool and has a bit of a story, I guess. I don't know. I'm just a software developer attempting to play a artist on TV, on YouTube. Okay, what if I did the same thing here? I was like, okay, you come on down. And this is why many artists go through this iterative process, just like software development. Yet another way that software development is like art. I've been noticing that quite a bit lately, is that there are many aspects of my art creation that mimic my software development creation, but maybe it's just creating in general. Can't say I'm a huge fan of this. Maybe I need to have another one over here, but much smaller, right there. But don't do that thing. There we go. Now it's starting to feel a little bit busy too, so maybe I should just go back to my this original piece I was working on, because yeah, I started to do it and then I kind of lost track of where I was, it feels like. And maybe if I added more to it, I don't know, maybe I'll come back to that guy. Anyway, we're futzing with this one for right now. And I put this down a while ago, picking it back up. So how do I do this? Carefully. That's tight. That's pretty tight. I don't know if I like that being so tight. Yeah, how about that instead? Because that just feels like, right, that's too tight. Either needs to clearly overlap or clearly not overlap. And that kind of feels like close, this line here. I don't know if I'm liking that. Maybe if I break that. Okay. Sure. Let's try that. Ooh, that's a lot of busy stuff going on. Did I get enough of a height there? I guess really have to come in on the inside of that line, I think. Don't mess up now. Okay, so that's there, here, there, here, here. Ah, those are, ugh. Okay, whatever. It's gonna be fine. So then this is in front of this. These two are in the same, so that goes away, right? This one here. Ooh, look at that. There's a square. A cube. Never mind, a cube, not a square. Okay, all right. The only way is through at this point. I'm gonna be spinning it quite a bit here. All right, let's just go for this guy here. I'm using a 0.5 micron. Let's try this. Same level. So get all these. Oh boy. I think I can. Okay, careful to not go through the circles. The circles are the very front, finger quotes, with the highest Z value, if I'm talking computer talkie. Okay. I'm gonna get confused if I do that. Okay, so I'm gonna spin this way. Doesn't have to be perfect. I'll try not to sing what I'm listening to on my headphones, because then I'd have to pay some sort of royalty or penalty for my awful singing. Oh, there's one. Get that. Okay. All right. Oh, I did it. I did it. Okay. That's okay. I'll fix it. Here, in fact, I'm going to do it right now. This is going to be the first thing I do here. It's a learning experience, right? Learning. There we go. That's not bad. Okay. So this will be my very first. Oh no. Okay, how do I do this? Oh, we'll see if I can do it. Okay, so I'm going to do this crazy 3-line pattern I do, or I don't know if it's crazy. It's the thing. It's a thing. Now, if I'm good, it's assuming a lot. Right, if I can come up and meet that line, psych myself out here. It's like it never happened. He says, laughing. It totally happened. Oh well. Okay. There's a mistake of my... It's not going to be the masterpiece I was expecting it to be. I guess I'm just going to have to deal with being a mere mortal. Oh well. Aspirations of grandeur will have to wait yet another day. What are we going to do today, brain? Now, I guess I've defined what, as I'm going around here, I'm defining my rules. The first one is, make sure to mess up. Yeah. Anyway, get off of it. I love it. It looks great. It's Buddhiness. I don't want to have this Pac-Man now, though that's not what it would look like, but I want to do this. See what happens here. Maybe I'll get inspired to do something awesome. All right. If you want to comment down below what you think I'm listening to, if anyone gets it and they want to leave me an email, or no, I will reach out and contact you if you get it right. I'll send you this for free. You have to be willing to give me a email address so I can contact you to get your address to send this to you, but I know those are awful rules. It's like Bilbo saying, what's in my pocket? Okay, this may just be a first draft of this. This is like a, hey, let's see how this looks. Because I definitely have a lot of those going on in my sketchbooks where it's like the first rendition is just, actually a lot of times it's just me just messing around, doing what I'm doing now. Sometimes I don't even have an idea. I just start doodling, as I'm sure this happens with almost everyone. I won't say everyone because I don't know everyone. You see something that looks cool, you pull it out into your next piece. I want to go, sure, let's try this. Let's go ahead and carry right over. Let's see what happens here. Don't know if I like this color on this paper for this, or maybe my lines just don't feel great today. Maybe I should have my point, or my 2 micron. Too much consistent line weight. Okay. I don't know if anyone's gonna want this. I may take it out and burn it. Let's see, what's this? Okay, let's try this. Well, let's think about this. So why don't I like it? One thing, I'm not getting the different line. Well, first of all, because I totally messed up there and it just keeps on pulling me back. The line weight is very, I don't know, it's very flat to me. But it could be because I'm using the 5. I tried, here's a 1. What if I do that? Halfway through, oh no. Yeah, let's see if this is happier making. Is anything else? I don't like how okay, so I'll let you know the secret here. What I was trying to go for was like oceany type feel and mountainy type feel in, you know, ultimate background, and then pull in something like this with these sorts of lines, and so break this up and maybe do some experimentation on maybe putting some treesies over here. So that's kind of what's in my brain now. And maybe this messes it up, these 3 here. It's so much planning. I usually don't put this much planning into my doodles. I usually just kind of see what happens, which I guess is fine. Which is fine. Oh boy, this may be too blatant. Oh boy. No. Okay. Keep on pushing until you just make something that kind of just falls apart. Although I certainly do like those lines better. And maybe it's just because I'm warmed up a little bit more. Oof. Honestly, if anyone guesses what I'm listening to, then you can choose what you get. More than happy to send out my originals to somebody who actually wants to do something with them. I like that feel. Okay, maybe lesson learned. Don't use the 5 for this pattern and the outlines. Again, this can just be an experiment. Let's push it more. Trying to go for a wave type feel. I don't know if I'm getting it. Okay. I guess I shouldn't mix that. So let's go back to this guy. Oh. Actually, I wonder what that would have looked like. Here, let me try something in a bit here. Ah! Two things at once here, Mike. Focus on the task at hand. I'm also wondering if I really mess with the line weights here, maybe this will, first of all, fix that little mistake I had by really bringing that line weight up. Doesn't match this, so that's a little better. Tiny bit better. It fixes one little part. Create rules on the fly. This is Calvin Ball drawing, doodling. Rules are just made up on the fly as they happen. So I'm thinking with these that are in the same plane-ish, I can still give some depth to them by changing the line weights of where I think they overlap. Z1/2. The Z order being the third plane here. If this is X and Y, then this is Z. So if I go, that one's going to be in front because I don't want to go back, front, back, front, back, front. Oh, and if you just say I'm listening to music, that doesn't count. You have to give an artist. Just to make sure that all of the rules are understood. Listening to sound waves. Okay. Here. In front. Because because, you know, varying them. Okay, that's a thing. And I think what I want to do, right, maybe go. And then that one, this one. Mike from the future here. This is getting really long, so I'm going to cut it here, and I'll show the rest of the doodle in the next video. Thanks for your time. Bye.